But here's Bill Clinton. I mean, everybody's out there talking about immigration right now.
You got a case in Georgia not very long ago, didn't you? They made an ad about it, about a young woman who'd been killed by an immigrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Oh, wait, what?
But if they're all properly vetted, and that doesn't happen, and America is not having enough babies to keep our populations up.
What?
So we need immigrants that have been vetted to do work. There wouldn't be a problem. And he couldn't keep people all torn up and upset.
Whose side are you on, Bill Clinton? Thank you. Thank you. So he covered a lot of ground there, right?
He did.
So he admitted that the Biden-Harris policies causes the death of innocent American women. Right?
Okay, yes.
He also pushed the white replacement theory, which I thought was just a crazy right-wing conspiracy, right? And by the way, he's talking about, we need babies in this country. Well, maybe if your party stopped aborting them in mass.
Right.
My gosh. I mean, that was
a lot there.
He was making the pitch for Trump.
Who was it that was supposed to vet it? Vet this illegal who killed the girl in Georgia? Was that Donald Trump? Was he supposed to vet him from Mar-a-Lago? You just admitted that they weren't doing their job. Incredible.
Yeah. And by the way, look at this leading report. I printed this up here. Look at the population increase of illegals in just a handful of states there picked out for reference. We don't have a graphic for this, Joe, but I think that's a fascinating statistics there.
So this is illegal immigration populations that have increased.
Yeah, this is the percentage
in
they've
swing
increased.
states.
Yeah, this is what they've increased.
Only 401% in Georgia, 401%. In North Carolina, 446%. 241% in Pennsylvania. 734% in Arizona. 562% in Nevada. In Michigan, 775%. And in Wisconsin, 467%.
We're good.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're fine.
I don't even want to hear it. Things are going so well.
Oh, remember that bombshell report we had from ICE talking about the tens of thousands, or talked about all the murder convictions, right? And the illegals that were running free here that were convicted. Yeah, this is a Fox News story. Immigrant murder convictions, tens of thousands higher than ICE's bombshell figures. So in other words, it's actually worse than that horrible report from ICE. I mean, it never ends, man.
With the 13,000 murderers?
Yeah, with the 13,400 convicted. And it's apparently tens of thousands higher.
Oh, man.
Whatever.
Wow.
According to a data expert, yes. I mean, you had the woman here that was pistol whipped in her home, and the Venezuelan gang threatened to cut off her fingers. I mean, these gangs are they are taking over more than apartment complexes. They're coming to a town near you. Be prepared.
But they haven't taken over every apartment complex.
All right, that's fair.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't start exaggerating,
Yes, sir.
claiming that they've taken over all apartment complexes. They haven't.
I apologize. Yes.
They haven't.
Yes. Listen to yourself, Martha. Good job,
So
JD
good.
Vance.
Clinton had more on immigration. Listen to this.
Sure did.
Platter a new direction to manage an immigration crisis in a tough time where there's all this upheaval all over the world, where there are border problems all over the world, where millions of people are trying to escape the misery they're in. And other people are saying, well, I want to do what I can and take what I can, but maybe there's a limit to how much we can do.
Right.
In other words, I don't think Americans are anti-immigration, they're anti-chaos.
Thank you.
Right?
Jeez.
They don't want us to do more than we can, but they recognize, at least most people do, we got the lowest birth rate we've had in well over 100 years. We're not at replacement level, which means we got to have somebody come here if we want to keep growing the economy. Unless one of you is one of these artificial intelligence geniuses and figured out how we can all grow with no work. which I'm not sure would be good for us. I think,
Okay.
All right.
Whatever, babbles.
Wow.
Okay.
Jeez.
So what he's advocating is what we're trying to avoid is what happened in Europe, right? He's not talking about growing the economy. He's talking about funding social programs and Social Security and the benefits that we need to keep. We got to keep having workers that pay taxes so that we can fund all of our promises we've made to the previous generations. I mean, look what that's why the floodgates open in Europe. That's why they're overrun by the third world in their countries, all throughout their continent. We're trying to avoid that here. But, I mean, is he standing in front of a Harris Walls sign or a Trump sign?
Yeah, it's weird. It's really strange.
He looks bad, too.
Oh, he looks and sounds bad.
Got the handshake going.
Yeah.
Microphone.
Sad. And here he was back in, just a reminder of where he stood in 1995.
I know.
Okay, so almost 30 years ago, here's what he had to say.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace, as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
Wow. That tune has changed.
I mean, even Newt Gingrich was clapping behind him there. I mean,
yeah. I mean, they've changed their tunes so much on illegal immigration. It's